True Gamer here, and I'm back with another episode. The first game I'm going to show you is this one, Hokoto no Ken Shinpan no Sososai Kenko Resudan, and in English it's called Fist of the North Star, the Twin Blue Stars of Judgment, History of the Fist Master. And this was released exclusively in Japan in 2007, and it was only available on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, this is a 2D fighting game with all of the superstars from the manga movie involved in this explosive title. And yeah, it will cost you a fortune, especially if it's complete like this one, with the nice succulent, juicy, colourful manual there on the right, and we have the DVD present there along with the application itself. So the numerical figures will increase massively if you have the DVD as part of the packaging. So yeah, a PlayStation 2 Gemini. My next game that's worth silly prices, God Hand. Now this is one for the record books. Simply a precious gem manifested up by Clover Studios and published by the legendary Capcom. Another exclusive for the PS2, and this is just an epic title sitting in the PS2 library and an absolute must-have for collectors, especially if you still play on the original hardware. Released in 2006 originally. Now this game is just an action-packed adventure from beginning to end, and it won't let you down. And you would do well to pick this up box and complete like I have here. And you'd do well to pick it up for less than £100, because the price of God Hand just keeps on ascending. Then we have Shadows of the Damned, a PS3 classic which flew under many gamers' radars at the time. This is a demon adventure which will keep you entertained with all of your superhuman powers, and the weapons in the game are beyond lethal with their devastating force it brings to the table. Released in 2011, it's worth a lot of money, especially if it's like this one. As you can see, it's sealed. That's why I can't show you all the glorious content inside. But yeah, this was developed by Grasshopper Manufacture and published by EA, believe it or not. In this gaming era and before this gaming era, EA were always on top of their game, unlike what we witnessing now. But yeah, Shadows of the Damned, great game. And this is Yakuza Dead Souls, the promo edition. Sealed or not sealed, to get a copy of this would burn a huge hole in your pocket. Every time I turn around, the prices go up on this piece of software. This is a collector's item, and if you see it for a good bargain, I'd advise you to grab it and pick it up fast. And this was a Sega commodity, and as you see, you don't really get a manual, but you do get this fancy cover art looking rather unique, and the promo disc is completely different to what you would get at your local retail shop. So yeah, Yakuza Dead Souls released in 2011. So as we reach to the halfway mark, we are met with this beauty, Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage 2, and all I have to say is wow, this surprised me. It's been sitting in my backlog for years, just gathering up dust. But at the same time, while it's gathering up dust, it's been gathering up a whole leap of value. The European version of this game is triple the original price now, and if you got it sealed, you'd be in the money and be sitting on an absolute fortune. And the developers were Tecmo Koei, and I think published by Koei, and it was released in 2012. Next on show is this wonderful creation, Grand Theft Auto Classic Collector's Edition. This is a precious antique, boys and girls. The very first Grand Theft Auto. Very hard to get complete in this collector's edition, that's for sure. Give you a quick glimpse of different angles of this masterpiece here. And like I said, very difficult to find complete. It comes with 3 discs, Grand Theft Auto 1 and Grand Theft Auto 2, and on the 3rd disc you will get an expansion mission stored on the disc. Like I said, and for many who are looking for this, the sleeve cover is more like a myth, this sleeve cover, because so many gamers have lost or destroyed this sleeve. It's unbelievable. No one can take care of this. I'm lucky to really find someone who looked after their stuff. But yeah, to get this complete, pre-owned or new, 100% with all of its credentials, will cost you a fortune. Now, give you a quick glimpse of what it does look like inside. But if you want a deep dive into all of its manuals and maps, exclusive bits and pieces that come with it, just stay tuned, because I've got a Grand Theft Auto video in the making. Released in 2003, and it was developed by the whole gang, I think, as I see their logos at the back, and that is Rockstar Canada, Rockstar North, and Rockstar Games. And I believe Rockstar Games would have published this. So this is the Grand Theft Auto Classic Collector's Edition. Next I bring to the table is this Spiderman Web of Shadows. This is one of many Spider-Man titles which hold a heavy price tag. Reason being is probably it didn't do well and wasn't flying off the store shelves, or limited amount was distributed. Nevertheless, many gamers are interested in it now, and it was released in October 2008 when the PS3 was in its infancy. So if you're hunting for trophies for this game, I don't think they existed at that point in time. I've gone back and played this game, and so far so good. And as you can see by the little title in the bottom left corner there, Activision were its makers. And you'd be happy to know it comes complete, and at the time in the PS3 era, manuals were heavily present. Didn't get an empty box back then without a manual being included. So yeah, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Have more Spider-Man, this time featuring on the Game Boy. For some reason, the PAL version of this is more valuable than all the rest. Love the classic cover art displaying vintage Spider-Man. And this was released in the marvelous 1990s. And if you have a complete version, you have something extremely precious and rare. Now I've got this complete, but if you want to see what's inside of the boxes and all that, I've done a Game Boy retro circle, and I display all of my games and all of my hardware, so you get to see all of the manuals and the registry cards and stuff like that. But there you have it, guys. The amazing Spider-Man for the Game Boy. And Nintendo were the masters of bringing this to life. So I'm down to my last two. This is Wonder Dog for the Mega CD, and this is the Japanese version, brand new sealed. So no matter what, that will make the price escalate and boost up its value dramatically. As you see, the cover art is a gem in itself. Check out this artwork. The artwork is mesmerizing on the front and on the back. A truly lively case with colors popping in all direction. And it was released in 1992. Imagine that. The gaming king era of the 90s when it was all booming. So yeah, Wonder Dog for the Mega CD. I stand corrected. I'm down to my last two now because this is the one I missed in my last video. Immortal Phoenix Rising, the Gold Edition. Another price tag that shocked me, considering this has only just come out recently. But apparently, if you have the Gold Edition of Immortal Phoenix Rising, you will have something quite expensive in your belongings. A sealed copy will increase the price drastically, but even if it's not sealed, it's still worth a pretty penny. And it was released in 2020, and Ubisoft were the masters behind this title. And like I promised, I got one extra because I only showcased 9 in my last video due to a mistake. This is Musya, I think I pronounced it right, and this game is for the Super Famicom. Absolute classic. As you see there, guys, check out the artwork on this box is superb. The character image, the font style, and the colors and everything just gel together nicely. The picture says 1,000 words and makes you use your imagination on what to expect in the game when you pick up the control pad. Now, the prices of this game can go from ridiculous to stupidly outrageous. And this, guys, was released in April 1992, and it was developed by Datam Polystar, I think that's how you pronounce it, or Datum Polystar. Musya for the Super Famicom. So there you have it, guys, another look at the expensive games in my collection. And you never know, you might have spotted something today you thought was worthless, but now you know you can cash it in for a decent amount of money. Okay guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Even better, subscribe. Till next time, see ya.